Okay, so the DUI is definitely going to be a thing. When I used to work at Hardee's when I was younger, about 16, 17, we used to get a lot of cops, and because we used to give cops free food.
Okay.
And I asked them, what was their feelings on marijuana? Because I was just curious.
And he was
And
probably a pothead too, wasn't
yeah,
he?
but sorry, mom. But a lot of them said that they didn't care about it, or it was a waste of time and resources incarcerating people for marijuana when there's people out there dealing crack, heroin,
Right.
killing
Those
people.
hard-hitting drugs.
Come on.
Like there's more people that die from alcohol and DUIs of alcohol than marijuana.
Facts.
There's more people that die from tobacco than marijuana.
Facts.
Who dies from marijuana? Show me.
I'll wait.
It's
been
medicinal. It's medicine. It eases your mind and soothes your soul. With those
Now,
people.
you know that there are some people that will say that there has been recorded cases, but those recorded cases of things that it's been laced with.
Yes. And for the people that's saying, like, it's giving me high anxiety, it's because you're smoking the wrong kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, your body doesn't like that.
You've got to understand what marijuana is and which one you're smoking for you to gauge which one you should be smoking.
And also get people in there that actually know the different types and what could work with your body. So if you're a natural hyper person, an indica would be the best thing for you.
Because it'll calm you down. Or a hybrid indica because it will level you out.
Yeah. Or like there are certain times where, I want to relax. So I wouldn't do an indica. But there's times where
I need to get up
and be active. So if you hit a little sativa, then it could kind of make you want to get up and go.
Right. And for y'all that don't know what indica and sativa is, I've defined it as this. An indica, think in the couch. So an indica will put you in the couch. You will be mellow. You will be chill. A sativa, Saturday night fever. Like you will be up, ready to go. We dancing. We having a good time all night. Maybe not all night, but it'll get you up and going. So indica in the couch, sativa, Saturday night fever.
And honestly, I joke with the whole "I'm sorry, mom," but I have talked to my mom about the stuff I was doing when I was younger, and I told her, and we came to an understanding that it was with the mental issues that I've battled through my whole life. It was a way for my brain to calm down. See? Because I grew up in psychiatrists. I grew up taking antidepressants, and they all made me worse. But marijuana,
or they completely put you out of it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, taking the antidepressants, it made my dreams worse. It made and the one thing that it was supposed to not make me do, it increased it, and it made me have suicidal thoughts.
Ooh.
So, but when I smoked marijuana, my brain calmed down. I didn't hear that, and most of the people think, oh, well, depression, it's this, but you can have so many types of depression. Like mine was almost borderline schizophrenic because I heard voices that would make me down myself.
Dang.
And so,
just think of how many people actually had those voices and didn't have weed to calm them down or marijuana to calm them down, and they actually got so wrapped up in the voices that they ended up committing suicide or doing something to somebody else or doing something worse, like with all of that, like even the stuff you just said, like it got so much better for you with marijuana.
Yeah.
And then people look at it as, oh, it's a drug. Oh, it's a drug. It's a drug, but it's not a bad drug. Like my biggest thing that my doctor said was like, when I got the certificate was, I would rather you get the gummies over the actual plant because it will mess with your lungs. But if you get the gummies and eat the gummies, that won't mess with you.
Yeah, it was like
that won't hurt you.
Yeah, because you gotta roll into something, you gotta smoke it.
It's
so
still smoking.
It does mess up your lungs. So that's the kind of downfall.
Get the edible or the drink.
But it was something I heard this morning when I was listening to a radio show. It was this woman ghosted this guy on a date, but when they confronted each other, she was like, "Well, he was so nervous, why don't you eat a gummy? But he says something on the lines of, well, I don't deal with druggies. And that just,
Yeah.
that train of thought needs to go away, because necessarily a person who smokes weed is not a drug addict.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about talking to them and ask them, so what is the reason you smoke?
Well, not even that, but I'm not going to go out here and rob somebody because I can't go get some weed or marijuana.
Right.
I'm not going to.
I mean, unless they got the weed that you need.
But yeah, it's not like something like crack, heroin. People have done dirty stuff to family members.
Oh yeah.
To get their fix.
I see exactly what you're saying. I do, because I used to smoke myself. It is not as harmful as the other drugs like crack, cocaine, heroin, etc., all that stuff, meth, ice. It's not on that level at all. But it is still a drug. And where people are not using it to, not everybody, it's not a high percentage of people are not using it to
better their situation.
To better their situation. They're using it to get that high. So it is a drug. Not everybody's using it to smoke it or take the THC because they have cancer or they have a chronic pain, that they have to. I wasn't doing it for that reason.
Well, yeah, I wasn't
because I wanted to get high.
Yeah. Other than that,
it's still a drug.
Other than me learning that what it did with my mental disorder, I was smoking to get high.
Yeah.
But let's look at the definition of a drug. It's a mind-altering substance. There's plenty of things that's not illegal that's mind-altering substance. Coffee. It's a mind-altering substance because it gets you going. It puts you in a different mind state.
Marijuana is too, though.
So
we can't deny the fact that marijuana is a drug.
It is a drug,
and not everybody uses it for what it can be used for. So we have abused it, for our own selfish reasons, and that reason is to get high. So
yeah.
It's still a drug.
So if we're gonna
I can agree. I can see the good side of it. I can see the bad side of it. Because it's good use for this and it's good use for this. It's no good use for coke. There's no good use for crack, meth, ice, none of that.
Well, if we're gonna go that far, as far as saying that it's mind altering and you do it to get a high from it, cigarettes should be in the same realm. They should ban alcohol.
Cigarettes is terrible. Cigarettes
is equivalent for me. Cigarettes is the equivalent to freaking crack.
Cigarettes is terrible.
Or heroin. Like,
nicotine drug is bad. Like, it's bad.
And same thing goes for alcohol.
It's a drug too.
Yes. Same. Yeah. So,
and alcohol. Yeah. So that's a whole nother story for a whole nother segment. The industry and what they push on you and what they don't tell you. Like, that is a whole nother segment. But I'm gonna cut it right there because we got more to talk about in other topics. But when we come right back, we're gonna dive into our final topic of the evening and wrap up with some events and festivals coming straight to Kentucky. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. And now we are going to turn it over to HaVic, who's going to dive deep into entertainment, movies and TV shows and whatnot. Let's do it. What you got, HaVic?
All right, guys. So I am a big horror buff. I love horror movies. So we have a lot of movies that's coming out that are going to spook you. Some you're going to love to see again. Some you're going to be quite like, I don't know about it, but this is what I got.
Scare me.
All right. The first one is The First Omen. That's coming out April the 5th. We also have Abigail, which is about a vampire ballerina. That comes out April the 19th. So these are coming out real soon.
She's going to dance over to you and bite your neck, honey.
Also, we have Long Legs. We have The Strangers Part 3, which stars Blossom from Riverdale.
Oh, Riverdale.
She got a starring role. Yeah, she is in The Strangers.
Yeah, I know.
Cherry Blossom. Yeah, she's in there. It's going to be really good. So I'm really excited to see her on screen, but she's really, really good in that. We also have Tarot. So It's kind of like a tarot reading gone bad.
Ooh.
This is also sickening too. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Now I'm intrigued by that.
Hold
one.
on. Have you watched the first one?
No.
Okay, so
Sucked.
it didn't. Okay, so
he's like, I got mixed feelings about it.
let's take it for what it is. Okay, it's a very, very B-rated film. Okay, and it was basically more for a wow factor, and so you gotta have a lot of people that's gonna say they hate it. You gotta have some people that's like, I love the wow factor of it.
I hate it.
I can't wait to see what they're gonna do next because they're supposed to bring in Tigger.
It's a lot of stuff that's going on with this. This movie actually came out in the UK, and Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 100%.
Really?
And they have a new movie coming out too, called The Watchers, and this is a M. Night Shyamalan movie, and it looks like the humans are the actual pets.
Oh, so this has nothing to do with the actual movie, The Watcher.
Absolutely not.
So it's different.
Yeah.
No, that was a TV series, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it was, and that TV series was good. We might talk about that.
Yeah.
We also have.
What do you mean? Hold on, wait. What do you mean that the humans are the pets?
These humans, I'm telling you, they didn't give you enough. But you know, M. Night Shyamalan, he never disappoints. He never disappoints you.
His movies are always weird.
They're
I'm
crazy.
intrigued.
He's crazy.
Is he the one that did the Human Centipede?
No,
he's the one that did the Sixth Sense.
Okay.
Yeah, he did the knock at the cabin.
Okay, that's
he did all those. So I know it's gonna be a big twist. So,
or did you ever see Old?
Yes,
Old was good.
Old was his.
That was good.
Okay,
yeah.
I love Old.
Yeah,
that was
good.
juicy.
Yeah. So the humans are in like some type of a tank or something. I don't know. It looks like a tank, and then like the woods is out in the back, and then something's looking at the people.
Oh, with Dakota Fanning.
Yes, Dakota
and she's
Fanning.
like trying to listen.
And she's knocking and listening,
and then they hear something, and she's like, and they're like, "Be quiet."
They're crazy.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Oh my god, that trailer had me. I'm like, that'll be the one.
It has you. Yes. We also have that Red movie, Smile 2.
That one was creepy.
Yeah.
That one was very creepy, but
it didn't scare me.
It didn't make sense.
Well, was it? Who did that movie?
I think it was more of like a cringe, like, why are you sounding so like...
It was
Peele. Peele did that movie.
Jordan Peele?
Yeah, he did that movie.
The director on this one is Parker Finn.
So it's not Jordan Peele. Oh.
Parker Finn did this one, so I don't know if he's affiliated with that one. But yeah. And the Halloween movie this year, which comes out not actually on Halloween, but you know how we get this end of October, so yada. Perfect. Terrifier 3.
I don't think I've seen 1 or 2.
Why?
Is it like scary though?
Honestly, I haven't watched the first or the second one.
I cannot deal with you all. Why not?
I've never even heard of the Terrifier.
It is gory. This killer is a killer clown. His name is Art the Clown, and he's crazy. He doesn't say nothing.
Well, no, I know what you're talking about. I know the movies. I think when we watched the trailer of it, I think it was just kind of one of those things. It was like, because like there are some things like what was the one Bedazzle? That like when you watch the trailer, it's like, oh, it looks good, and then when you watch it, you're like, what is this?
It's terrible. It's terrifying.
It's terribly terrifying.
It's bloody. It's gore. It's one of the most goriest. You have to watch it.
But like, is the gore legit gore?
No.
Oh god, that's stage blood. I can clearly tell.
You need to watch it.
The Terrifier. When you give me gory, are we talking about like Freddy Krueger gore?
Oh, he passes Freddy Krueger.
Oh,
he don't play.
Okay, I need to see it then.
Oh, he don't play.
Okay.
All right. Next we have A Quiet Place 2.
Okay.
Now that's. I'm waiting to see that one, but I feel like it's going to be the same stigma.
Everybody just be quiet.
I feel like it's going to be the same stigma.
Like yeah, it might be the same thing.
How much of a redo can you do with the same thing? Just be quiet.
Yeah, how much can you just shh?
But also, I think it's not, from what I've read about it, I don't think it is a sequel. I think what I've seen, I think it's a prequel.
Standalone.
No, they said it was part 2, but I don't know how you can. I don't know.
No, I think what I've seen, it was a prequel.
So it's not going from the same family to the same family. It's going to a different dynamic.
It may be the start of it.
Oh.
Yeah, it might be something like that. Something like that.
Like
was,
how it all started.
Was
yeah.
with it. Yeah.
Kind of like The Purge.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those. Yeah. We also have The Conjuring 4.
Ooh.
Now, I kind of hope that this Conjuring is better than the last one. But the last one was kind of, it was alright. Red Door was okay.
I enjoy The Conjuring movies.
Yeah, I like them. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Warren family, so, and what they did. So it's, their movies are.
No, The Conjuring is where, like, the one that I'm referencing, and I'm thinking that it's The Conjuring, is where they go into the little boy's mind.
Yeah, it's all got to do with the Warren family.
Yeah.
Like the very first one was like they had to go find the boy, and then they went inside, and like it was like this whole dark, and then there were like all these creatures and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of on the lines of that. It's weird. It's
I liked Red Door though. It was good. It was good.
I like those movies.
Yeah, they're okay.
It's not necessarily scary to me,
but
you jump scared.
I would say Michael Crave's the director. He is imaginary.
Yeah, it makes you think.
But I am a big fan of the Conjuring universe, like the Warren family and Annabelle and all that.
Yes, she's
creepy. Yeah, she is creepy.
Okay. Next on the list we have, and they can keep on making them and keep on making them, and I'm gonna keep on watching them. Saw 11.
But where are they gonna take it this time?
Saw 10 was excellent.
Yeah, the last Saw was good.
They are all good, but I'm like, where are they gonna take it this time? Where can they go?
They do a lot of profit stuff. They send some of their money that they make profit off at movies too. I have to look at the organization. They do something with it, so I'm all for it. When you get, you give. So they do.
Has the trailer come out for Saw 11?
No, it's not come out yet.
That's what I want to see. When I'm saying, like, I'm not saying, like, I'm over it, I'm sick of it. I'm saying, like, where can they go? Because they've done so much.
Well, with the entity of Jigsaw, there's so much they can go with it. Mm-hmm. Like, that persona can transfer to so many people.
Yeah, just like Final Destination. They can keep going and going with that one, too.
And that's supposed to come out soon. They do.
They have another one that's coming out, too. Final Destination is coming out.
After all these years, we need it.
Yeah.
There's so many scenarios that are happening in real life that I'm like, oh my God, that's all this. I mean, that's Final Destination vibes.
And we have Beetlejuice.
I cannot wait.
Tim Burton.
I'm excited to see that.
I've been waiting on that for decades.
I need them to give old school vibes with new school feel.
Oh, have you seen the trailer of it yet?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
The
trailer gets very much what I just asked for.
Yeah, and Michael Keaton, he's always going to bring it, so it's going to be good.
Tim Burton, he don't play.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'm excited.
And they have Aliens that's coming out too. That's coming out in August.
See, every time I see those type of movies come out, I honestly look for, so what in this movie is real and what is fabricated, because I feel like those movies, there's parts of the movies that actually are accurate with what's going on in the world, as far as extraterrestrials, and then there's like they also put a lot of fluff in there so you don't believe it. So like I always look for that type of stuff.
Well, sci-fi horror, it's I mean, it's gonna be a lot of
fluff.
Yeah. So,
but I'm saying, like, this movie's coming out after the whistleblowers have come forward on a lot of things. So how much of it is going to be like a depiction that's actually happened? If you think about like the whistleblowers coming out and saying, yeah, these things exist. Like these things are real. How much of that is going to be placed in here to where we're like, okay, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. I'm intrigued to see Alien.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued to see Alien.
It's just like The Strangers. That can really happen.
Yes.
Home invasions.
Yes. My thing was, why did you come to our house? Because you're home. Threw me for a loop. Made me not want to open that door for years.
Whereas you out.
Do not come to my house after 8:00 because I'm not entering the door, and I might shoot the door. Period. As soon as you knock. I got a question about one movie that you described. Well, one movie you said, Long Legs. What is that about?
Long Legs.
It just stood out to
about
me.
a child. I think she found a spider that she brought in her house or something, or was in the house, so she's keeping it as a pet, and it starts to grow.
Oh.
And growing.
Oh.
And growing.
Because when you said long legs, I'm like Granddaddy long legs.
So that's what I didn't. I just kind of stumbled upon that one, so I don't really know too much about that one. But the title intrigued me as well too. But when I read up on it, that's what I got out of it.
Okay.
So it's a pet that turns into something.
Well, speaking of the leg part, they are coming out with a arachnophobia.
Are they?
Oh,
Yeah.
arachnophobia.
Yeah, they're supposed to be coming out with a new one, a newer version of that.
Ooh.
And it's supposed to be. It's not like what it was when the movie. I mean, the movie was still scary when I was younger.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be like a
new age.
Yeah.
Version. Ooh, I'm intrigued.
Okay, so I know we're talking about horror movies right now, so the big movie that I really want to talk about and discuss is Scream 7. Now, everybody loves the Scream genre. Everybody loves them, Hello, Sydney. So guess what? We got Sydney back. Neve Campbell is back, baby. She has took to Twitter and she showed the first script page and said that she is more happy to do Scream again. She can't wait to work with the director again, which is Kevin Williamson, which also did Scream 1, 2, and 4. And they were both missed by the fans, and they brought a different feel because Scream is Kevin and Neve Campbell's baby. They started working together on it, and ever since Spyglasses took it on, it's been hit or miss with them.
Yeah, it has.
And Wes Craven has died, and it's been a hit or miss. So they're missing one big factor because he has passed on. Those other two stars, which was Neve Campbell and Kevin Williamson, they've been gone from it. So with Spyglass, they've been trying to create a new era with these new kids and this new story.
But wait, didn't she make a cameo in the last one?
She made a cameo in 5.
It's like the aunt or the cousin?
She made a cameo in 5.
It was number 5.
Yeah, it was number 5. She just made a small little cameo. We knew that now Sidney Prescott has moved on now. She has her kids and she's with
I thought in the last one they did do a cameo with all of them. No, not
6. No. They mentioned her name. They mentioned her name. And Gail Weathers, which is played by Courtney Cox, she has been in all 7.
Yeah.
She's been in all 7. She's the only original character from since 1. Yeah, Dewey passed away. He got irked. He got gutted like a fish.
Damn.
Yeah, he did. He got gutted. It was so bad. It was so sad. But yeah, we miss Dewey.
The pilot thing.
But okay, so with Sydney being gone and them and Spyglass creating this whole new situation with these kids, so they took it upon the actress Melissa Barrow, and she did a good job or whatever. She was no Sidney Prescott. She wasn't none of that. So after the 2 movies were done, 5 and 6, she took upon Twitter to talk about the Pakistani situation that was going on. But and then Spyglass actually fired her
because of that.
Yes, but she didn't say anything that was out of the way. They said that her remarks were inappropriate or whatever, whatnot, but that goes deeper than that. She said, I came from a colonized country, being Mexico. She said, Pakistan and we will be free. They tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds. That's what she said. So Spyglass took that being inappropriate, so they fired her. Not only that, the other big star in Scream 6 was Jenna Ortega. She quit, which is Wednesday.
Yeah.
She quit. So she's like, I'm not coming back. Y'all did her like this, I'm not coming back.
Oh.
So now Spyglass has now decided to pay Neve Campbell the money that she deserved, which is why she wasn't in 6.
Got you.
So now they brought her back on, and Kevin Williamson. So now fans are on the defense with it. It's like now Spyglass is so desperate that they're paying what she wants to be paid and bringing back somebody that knows the movie.
Right.
Because we fired her, she quits, But then what do you do with the new people that you don't brought upon? So how are you going to mix and match?
Well, that and 6 dropped off on a
Stories.
cliffhanger. It's been a while since I watched
No,
it.
they actually walked off the set together. So it's like they could go into Scream 7. So they didn't didn't die or anything. But none of the they have like in Scream 6 they have like the Fantastic Four or whatever, and it was a 4 to survive. They survived this one too, Scream 6 too. So now that you have your 2 main stars gone, and then you have other stories, the new stories that they have created for Scream 6. What do you do now? Because you bring back something old. You bring back
How
Neve
do you
Campbell.
integrate the old into the new?
Yeah, how do you do that?
How do you tell the story of the 2 that were there, but they're not anymore?
Yeah, because they didn't quit. The twins didn't quit. So it's like, do you just throw them away because they built a fan base on Scream, to go back into something else, saying, as far as Neve Campbell and her story, how are you going to rewrite her story to tie back in with 7 with these new characters?
Or do you, how do you make it to where you can say that the sisters aren't there anymore, but they both went into rehab or some shit?
Yeah,
how are you gonna spin that?
It's so bad, and it's all because of Spyglass. Spyglass has really made this series of this whole movie of Scream ass cheek. But I will say this: Scream 6 was sickening. Scream 6 was sickening, but now you're desperate. You're showing your desperateness.
But see, I hope that desperation doesn't ruin a good thing,
or her chance, or Neve Campbell's chance to come back,
because that desperation can make a movie go sideways.
And I'm very eager to see how they go about it, because it's going to be very hard for Neve Campbell and Kevin Williamson to clean this up, because it's been so good. So I just hope that they and us as viewers and fans of the movie actually support it, because Kevin Williamson and Neve Campbell had nothing to do with this situation.
Right.
So with them being able to come back into something that they have started, it's great for us as fans, but it looks bad on Spyglass because you're showing your true colors. So that's kind of the most controversial horror movie that's going on right now.
Well, those were some good movies. And what movies are you interested in?
So one, I was actually kind of surprised he didn't mention on his horror list, and that's Crow. The new Crow.
What?
I didn't see that.
The Crow?
They're coming out with the Crow with Skarsgård, the guy that played It.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's come out June 7th.
The Crow. Oh, wow. I ain't seen The Crow in years.
Yeah, and it's basically like a reboot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so, but it looks good. They already have the trailer out and everything. It looks good. But a movie that's getting ready to drop here on the 29th, actually, and I've been excited for this series, was the Godzilla vs. King Kong movie.
That I seen that trailer.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's
gonna be a
good
good
one.
one.
As a horror though, but
well, no, it's not horror. Like some of these are not gonna be horror films, but it's just upcoming.
But my only thing is, how many more times are y'all gonna do that too?
I mean, they can keep going with it. I mean, this will probably be the last one, but yeah, that's one they can keep.
And this one right here, they're actually tag teaming together to something's coming, and they're like, I know
it messed me up in the trailer because it shows a robotic arm. And I thought they was going to bring Bumblebee into it, so I was like, oh Lord! But they just kind of upgrade King Kong for what he needs to do. So
they both pissed.
Yeah.
So they're like, we need to do this together.
And then another movie in May is coming out is the new Planet of the Apes movie.
I want to see that.
And that's going to be really good. I've been pleasantly surprised on how well they've done this
And
series.
they better not kill off Harambe. Period.
Another one I didn't know that was actually coming out in June is the new Bad Boys movie.
Oh. In June?
Come again?
Yeah. They actually have a post out there, and I'll find that post and I'll repost it. But yeah,
there's no trailer yet.
They just dropped one this morning.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm gay.
In June.
in June.
Wow.
Yeah,
I want to see what they do with
it's,
that.
it's Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Oh, this is the last one. Ride or
So,
Die. It gives me the vibe for the last.
and on Netflix, they're doing a new Beverly Hills Cop
Oh.
with Axel.
Yes.
Period. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on, Netflix. Netflix been giving some gems out here. Now.
yeah.
Let me tell y'all.
But it also explains why the prices have been so driven up
Uh-huh.
on Netflix. So the more they keep doing stuff like this, the more that
They got some good shows on Netflix.
yeah.
I'm waiting for The Circle to come out.
Me too.
Period.
And another one too that actually I kind of don't usually get into these type of shows, but I've been watching them with the wife. But Love Is Blind.
Love is blind.
I've watched the season 6 all the way up until I think I'm on episode 7 or 8.
You haven't watched all of it yet?
No.
Yes.
There's
She got me into
so many controversies with this new season. It's crazy.
I'm mad
Crazy.
at a couple of different people on this season.
This season right here, baby.
And actually,
Ooh.
the way they've done the reunion, there's people has banded together and done a petition to get Vanessa off the show, stop hosting the show.
Yep, she got really, really bad backlash on the last season. I haven't heard nothing on this one, but I'm not really sure. Did you hear anything about this season reunion? About her?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it's so there was some controversies with some of the contestants. We'll say contestants, but the people. And the way they've handled it, that's gotten a lot of people saying that they're handling it too maliciously. And you haven't finished it, so I'm not trying to go into great detail on what happened.
Like 7,
but
6 or 7.
One of them, they show like a text messages and stuff of what went on, and Nick kind of handles it wrong, and you can see the guy, he gets uncomfortable with it. And he wants to leave. He says, "Can I just leave?" And Nick goes into his rant, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Now you can leave." Like dismisses him like that.
It was a mess.
Well, aren't y'all just the hosts?
Yeah. And Vanessa, like she claps on other people to where it's like y'all too messy. Like either you get him going or he gets going himself, but y'all too close to this. Like with y'all background,
like, what's going on in y'all's marriage?
Yeah,
where y'all need to project that onto us.
Well, no, it's but the way their marriage started is why they started the show, but they're too close to it to host something. So they're too emotional,
too emotionally invested in the characters and what they got going on in their personal lives, honey. We're on a show called Love Is Blind, put in these rooms to get to know people that we don't see until after we decide if we're going to be with them or not.
Yeah, and then the other two that got controversy around them, there's more than 2 couples that end up having the controversy around them. But the one dude had a friend come out and speak on his behalf, and they're saying that the friend has some lover vibes in there. What his statements was. The female, she and y'all, I'm trying to not name any names because our host here hasn't seen some of it, so I'm not trying to give spoilers.
I've seen it, and I'm
go for it. I'm still gonna watch it regardless.
But
no, I can't.
But so the other female, the female, she just let her ratchetness go wild, anyways. And so there's people saying that with her ratchetness, she wasn't even in the mindset to get married anyways. So like, yeah, dude, there's a whole bunch of going on.
I will say, I don't think Jimmy wants to marry that girl. I don't think that he has any type of inkling to liking her or loving her. He's just going through the motions, but he's gonna say no. He don't love her. He wants Jessica.
I'm sorry, but he that all changed when he found out she didn't look like Megan Fox.
Exactly. After that, he was like, "Yeah, you're beautiful." And then he brought up the fact that she said that, and then he was just like, his whole vibe just changed.
Well, when you can see when they hug, you can see his face.
You
He looking off to the side, like, he looked dead at the camera like this bitch is not.
He was pissed.
The episode that I'm on, they're all on these separate little destinations.
Yeah,
like on that little destination thing.
Oh no, they're not in. They're not in. Wait a minute. Are you?
They're in the same place, but they're on vacation.
Yeah. Okay.
And they land in the bed, and she's in her pink thing, and he's just like looking at her. He's like, "You were so."
And I'm sorry, but
like,
the way she kept saying, well, that makes me so sad. It got on my nerves.
She's like, well, that makes me so sad, Jimmy.
It is.
my wife does the best impression of her when she does it. I'm just like, oh my god.
It is like
she gets on my
But what
nerves.
got me, and I was like, yep, he ain't gonna marry her. He does not want to be with her.
No.
He regrets choosing her.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that when he picked her and they met, and then in the little like confessional, he said something Jessica, and then stopped and looked around. And
that gets a lot more.
The wrong name.
That gets a lot more messy.
He wants to grab Jessica. He wants to just bone her.
And then when they're talking about situations, and he's like, yeah, Jessica just kind of upset at me because she was like, just wait until you see me. You're going to regret everything when you see me. And she's sitting there looking at him like, you're talking about Jessica an awful lot.
Yeah, no, it gets a lot messier.
And she eats it.
Period.
And then there's always in those seasons where they all reconnect. And they all get to see who they didn't choose.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get to see her again.
Yeah,
like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and that gets messy. They all have like a little bit of messiness to them in the seasons, but this is the most messiest one.
Miss Honey with Jimmy, she's ready. She's like, oh, this is my man, and he's like, girl, you are not my woman.
It broke.
It's juicy,
but much. Watch show, you have to finish it.
All right, y'all. So Love is Blind. If you haven't seen it, make sure you get caught up because I'm about to binge watch tonight, I guess.
But the biggest movie, actually, let me circle back to movies. The biggest movie that I have been waiting for is the new Deadpool movie.
Ooh,
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay, I'm excited.
It's
how do they blend that?
Oh, Wolverine and Deadpool blends in the comics often, and Ryan Reynolds brought Hugh Jackman back to play Wolverine.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm curious to see how that blends because Deadpool is so like laissez-faire. Like he's like the comedian, goofy type, and Wolverine is dead serious.
But see, that's the reason why they blended. Like, so Deadpool has in the comics they blended him with a couple of characters. One, Spider-Man, and two, Wolverine, and that's the reason why is because Deadpool's so yeah, and Wolverine's more of the let's get to it type character. So they blend well. Okay. So the way they're gonna do it, like it's gonna be crazy, and it's gonna be a change from where what they've kind of been doing with the MCU, and it kind of takes some attention off the whole Jonathan Major thing. And then other things that we really haven't been touched on that we actually do watch is The Masked Singer.
Ooh, I haven't watched none of that.
Really?
One episode today.
Yes.
I was into it.
And he said he knows who somebody is.
Yeah.
You said you think you know who the lizard is.
I do.
You want to make a prediction live?
Yeah.
I do too.
So I think the lizard Cisco.
He said the same thing. First he said Jamie Foxx, then he said no, Cisco.
Lizard is Cisco.
I couldn't remember who I thought it was at first, but there was one time in the battle that he did something with his voice, and I was like, "That's Cisco." I was like, he done. Yeah, like he completely forgot because there's people that disguise their voice so they don't try to give it away. Because they have such a recognizable voice. I think he lost in the moment. And he started entertaining, and that was what gave it away.
I said, oh, that's not Jamie Foxx. That's Cisco.
But you know what's funny is Jamie Foxx. He gets called out in every single season, and it's not him.
Man.
I
Like,
thought it was Jamie Foxx at first.
yeah, he gets called out. He gets
Yeah,
predicted in every
So he gave
season.
me a thong
He hit
song.
that thong song note, and y'all was like, we know who you is.
So, but yeah, and the costumes,
The costumes.
they
everything.
keep getting better and better.
They are slaying it.
Yeah.
Costumes. Like, I want to be one of them for Halloween.
And then they had a change in the judges this year.
Yeah, Rita Ora's there.
Yeah. And
Ooh.
so, and I actually caught up with why they did the change. And it's because Nicole said that they had a schedule conflict.
Ooh, I wonder what she's working on.
So I think there may be a thing that she's coming up with.
Conflict. Either there's something with the health, there's another project that's being worked on, where she just wanted to take some time off and she on vacation. I bet you she's working on something. She got to be working on something.
Gotta be.
That lady don't take no breaks.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what she's gonna be coming out with.
Yeah, and is she coming back, or is Rita gonna be replacing her for a long period of time? Is this something where like more judges are gonna alternate in and out? We know that some judges will never be they can't be replaced or alternated, just because like they are the show.
Yeah.
Like, without them, like the show has no funny bone.
Yeah.
Or any type of weight to it. But interesting.
Yeah, and I'm definitely interested to see where the season goes too.
Yeah, because these characters, they said they bring in 16 characters, and I'm ready to see all of them.
And if y'all have some predictions, post them in the comments.
Yeah, because a couple have been revealed, and one revealed himself. Mr. Kevin Hart took off his own.
Why is he trying to
took off his own helmet, girl? He was not trying.
Yeah, he was not trying at all.
There was no saying.
He just
sound like Kevin Hart singing somebody's song.
Yeah.
We knew that was Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
We knew it from the jump.
Yeah. There was no.
And if the voice didn't tell you, the height did.
Yeah.
He just gave it up.
The walk did. Yeah. And he just took his mask off after he got done singing.
Oh, wow.
He revealed himself.
Why did he do that?
Because he's Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And he waits for no one. He does what he wants to do. But yeah, that's the only one I'm giving away to y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if y'all not caught up, make sure y'all get caught up, because y'all gonna get a whole bunch of spoilers, because I like this show and I like to tell my opinion about it. So yes. So we are not gonna take a pause. We're gonna go right into our final feature of this episode of the Mike Podcast. That's Mix and Chat, which are upcoming events to Kentucky. Concerts and festivals going on at Rupp Arena from March until July. March 30th, the Fall Out Boys with Jimmy Eat World is going to be at Rupp Arena. April 9th, Disney on Ice, Frozen, and Encanto is going to be at Rupp Arena. Also, they will be there from April the 18th through the 21st with the same Disney show. On June 1st, and these are kid-friendly shows that the Disney and Blippi. June 1st for the kids is actually going to be there on June the 1st, Blippi. On June the 15th, we got Tim McGraw, for all my country music lovers out there. He will be in concert at Rupp Arena. July 9th, we got Justin Timberlake.
Ooh, he's my favorite male singer.
Come on, Queen. He will be there July the 9th. And on July the 24th, we got one new hard-hitting artist. She's not so new, but she's still hard-hitting. Olivia Rodriguez will be at Rupp Arena. That is July the 24th. Going over to the KFC Yum Center, a couple of things that are going on there that are different from what's going on at Rupp Arena. April 4th through the 7th, Disney on Ice, Find a Hero, which I think is the same thing as the Frozen and Encanto. Don't quote me though, but it's Find a Hero. On April the 12th, the funny man himself, with full of controversy currently that we haven't got into, Cat Williams will be at the KFC Yum Center April 12th with his tour, the Dark Matter Tour. And on April the 13th at the KFC Yum Center, we have ARJ the Maybe Man tour with Dean Lewis. Festivals to look out for coming up this month in April in Kentucky is April the 13th, we have the block party in Louisville for the Kentucky Derby Festival. On April the 16th, we have the Taste of Derby in Louisville, and that's also for the Kentucky Derby Festival. And the Kentucky Derby's coming up too, so don't forget about that. On April 18th through the 20th, we have Hillbilly Days in Pikeville. On April 20th, we have the Kite Festival in Lexington, is where they, I think it's in Jacobson Park, where they have all the kites just flying in the sky, and you can go and see all the different cool types of kites flying around. And I actually have a competition that's coming up, but it won't be coming up until July. But my auditions start for it in May, and that's the Grind Talent Competition. On a later episode, we'll go into some details, get an interview in, and talk about that as well. So stay tuned. And if we don't have anything else,
I'm good.
Yes, I would just like to say that me being a special guest, I had a wonderful time talking to these two fellows. I think they are doing a very good job with this podcast, and I'm pretty sure that I will definitely come back and have some hot topics.
Yeah, we would love to have you back.
It's been a good time.
It has been fun having that third person.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I just never did anything like this and experienced nothing like this before, so kudos to y'all. Thank you.
Actually, I'm gonna be real with you. This is my first time doing something like this too. So,
well, this is not my first time doing something like this. I'm a social media person, so I'm constantly making videos and going live. So this is not new to me, but this is new to me at the same time because, like, podcast aspect, I've never done that before. But it's an adventure that I'm enjoying. I'm excited to see how it grows and who else comes and leaves and special guest or new hosts. We never know. We'll see. But one thing is for sure, we love talking to y'all, the fans, the listeners. Let us know in the comments about all the topics that we talk about, how you feel about them, what you think about them, who you think's right, who do you think's wrong, who do you agree with, who do you not agree with, and why.
Yeah,
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Voice your opinions. Like we want y'all to join the conversations. Like, definitely. Even on the Facebook page, get in there, voice your opinions, talk to us.
And this is the end of our podcast for today. I'm your boy HaVic, here with my boy D-Lo.
Yo.
And our special guest host for today, HaVic.
Hey.
And we are signing out. Have a good day.
Peace.
Later.